We have put together a very tasty squad during this transfer window, and it is showing in results on the pitch. But FM is fighting back, and we have recently lost our best player to injury, and he will be out for around about 2 months. This is a bit of a problem. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 20, Season 3, here at Elgin City. And if you are a first-time visitor, why not? Subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And it has been a remarkable start to the season, and as you can see, we are sitting in first place. We are 4 points ahead of Dunfermline after 5 games, and I believe that we have put together a very decent squad during the summer transfer window. And we have already played Dunfermline, first versus second, in a very tense encounter which went all the way to the wire. Let's go and see what happened. Let's go to Match of the Month. And so let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch. And when you were last with us, you saw us beating Kelty Hearts by 2-0 at home, and we followed that with a brilliant 4-3 away victory at FC Edinburgh, who are currently in joint second with Dunfermline Athletic, who you saw we beat at home by 2-1. But we followed that with a dreadful 0-0 home draw against Forfar, a game I was not very happy during. And then we bounced back with a 3-1 away victory at Alloa Athletic. And that means that today we are going to be away at Cove Rangers, a team that we have struggled with in the past, but who are currently on a very poor run of form. And this is a game that I would hope that we can win. However, there has been good news and there has been bad news off the pitch. So I think it's time to go to the Elgin City news update. And the transfer window has shut. And whilst we were not able to bring in the 2 players that we had targeted last time, a central defender and striker, we have brought in 2 brand new players. And we have firstly signed Aidan Wilson on a free transfer. And he is a ball-playing defender, central defender, and he looks like he's a very decent player. He has pace, which I like, and he will play as our covering central defender. I've got a lot of faith in him. He looks like a decent signing, and I think he'll hopefully have a very good season for us, and he's certainly strengthened us at the back. And then, in a panic buy really, when I couldn't sign any of the big strikers, I have brought in 33-year-old Michael McKenna on a free transfer. He can play as a pressing forward, which I desperately needed. He can also cover in midfield, which is very, very useful. He's very aggressive. He's a good technical player, and I think he might do a useful job for us. He lacks strength up front, but I still think that he's going to be a useful signing. We brought him in on a year's contract, and we'll evaluate at the end of the season as to whether we'll renew that contract. I think it's a decent signing, and I hope that it's enough for us to continue improving up front. And players that have gone out. We've sold Campbell Notley for £500 to FC Edinburgh, and we've let Matthew Henderson, the young fullback, again. There's no place for him in the squad this season. He's gone out on loan to Petershill. And so it's been a very busy transfer window. We have made 11 signings, and it doesn't seem to have disrupted the squad in terms of results very much. However, the bad news is that we have suffered a couple of really serious injuries this year, and we have just lost Blair Alston, who has fractured his toe in the match against Alloa, and he's likely to be out for probably 6 weeks to 2 months. And he joins Tommy Robson, our first choice left back, who has been out for a while now, and he's still going to be out for another 2 or 3 weeks. But hopefully he will return to fitness soon, and we can get him back into the team as soon as possible. However, our replacements are doing particularly well, and he might struggle to get back into the team. We do have to play Cove Rangers now. It's traditionally a very difficult fixture for us. They do play with a park the bus, and so we are expecting them to be difficult to break down, and we are expecting them to come at us with some long balls. So we have to be prepared for that, and we have to be very good up front. And I have to make some decisions now about team selections in terms of how we are going to cover for the injured Alston. And that's not going to be easy to do. But I think we are going to go at them. We're playing well. We need to be positive, and we need to try to break them down and to score early and then defend well and get the result that we should get against an out-of-form Cove Rangers. However, this is a potential banana skin, but it's time to go and play. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today is Holban in goal, with Leon, Mackenzie, Wilson and McGill at the back, Mackay, McKenna, Pasnick and Ross in midfield, with Fada Husni and Dawson selected up front. If we can win this game, then we will go a long way to really having the best start that we've ever had as this Elgin team. And I think if we do what we did last time, then we will win this match. And we do know that they are on a terrible run of form, and if we can take advantage of that, then things will go very nicely, I'm hoping, in the next month, and we can establish ourselves at the top of Scottish League One. And there is a long ball over the top, looking for Dawson. Dawson, who has been out of form. He's not been scoring goals of late, and we need to get him back on the score sheet. He's still in the box, and here's Pasnick with the drive, and we have taken the lead. Dawson's beautiful pass, and Pasnick running onto it, has driven it into the top corner. It's Cove Rangers 0, Elgin City 1. We are off and running. We often score early though, so it doesn't actually mean anything. We just need to be solid at the back. But what a strike that was by Pasnick. It was a good idea to play Pasnick as the DLP. He is going to replace Alston in that role now. And Pasnick we bought as a striker, but is a very, very decent central midfielder. And just as he's shown there, he's got the ability to score goals. And as a DLP getting further forward, he is going to score goals in that position. And we do have a corner. And it is going to be McKenna to swing in the corner. McKenna to the near post. Here's a chance. And it's bobbled around and being cleared. It remains 1-0 to Elgin. We are in front. McKenna with another corner. Here is another chance, and the goalkeeper has claimed that. It is a free kick, I think. Or the referee, has he awarded a penalty? He has. Alston, our main penalty taker, is not on the pitch. So I'm actually not quite sure. It is going to be McKenna. McKenna drives it into the corner. We're 2-0 up. We're totally taking apart Cove Rangers. They are in a poor run of form. We're taking advantage of it. We've decided to play with that low block and a positive mentality. We've stopped them attacking, and we've been able to break them down. And we are 5 points clear at the top of Forfar, and I'm guessing that Dunfermline are losing. and Dunfermline are drawing away at Alloa. And at half-time, we are leading at Cove Rangers by 2-0. And I've got to say, I'm very, very happy with the way things are going. Let's get out there. Let's get more on the score sheet. Let's show these other teams around us that we are a good team this year. And at the moment, we are still leading by 2-0. We are dominating possession. We've had 70% of possession. Although Cove Rangers have had a number of chances, maybe it's time to make some changes now. And so we have made a few changes, but nothing too drastic. We have brought on Dingwall for Fadahunsi, who wasn't playing very well. I'm noticing that Mackenzie is beginning to get very tired. He does have fitness issues, Mackenzie, so we'll bring on Anderson for him as Dawson heads just slightly over the bar. Almost a chance to make it 3-0. We are actually really dominating this game now. I'll be very, very upset if we allow them to come back into the game. Here is Crane, who's just come on for McGill at left back, and Magori, who's also just come onto the field. And we're playing it around nicely. Here's Pasnick. Pasnick looking over the top for Dawson, but it's not going to find its target. Just 10 minutes to go now, and if we can just see this game out, we will be right in the driving seat at the top of the league here. But we can't rule out Cove Rangers. They're very dangerous, and we do have to be defensively solid, something I can't say we've ever been with Elgin. But there's a lovely ball over the top, and Dingwall is in. Dingwall with the strike, and it's well saved, and it goes over the bar. It is a corner to Elgin. Can we get something from this corner? And it's going to be Pasnick to swing in the corner, swinging corner. Can we get something from the corner? It's headed out, and the corner comes to nothing. But we are picking up the loose ball, and here is Bob Ross. Beautifully artistic player. I'm going to drop that, I think. With Andy, we are going into the last few minutes, and we'll have a look. Is anybody particularly tired out there? Nobody is suffering particularly. I think what we might do is I'm going to bring on... No, I'm not going to make any changes at this point. We're just going to let it run. Nobody's particularly tired. Nobody's having a particularly bad game at the moment. It's Cove Rangers 0, Elgin City 2. We are 4 points clear of FC Edinburgh at the top of the league. And this is a really dream start to the new season, and it bodes well. I think we've put together a very, very good squad here this season, and I think we're going to do very, very well indeed. And in terms of what's coming up in the schedule, we have Stirling Albion to come, Adrionians to come, and Peterhead we will play in the Challenge Cup third round. I think what we will do is come back probably at the end of October for the Dunfermline game again, and hopefully by then we will be still on top of the league. We will have developed and gelled together nicely, and I'm hoping that this is going to be the best start to a season that we could possibly have, although anything could go wrong. And that's it for this video. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help us to grow, help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. And so, from a very, very happy Elgin City, where the fans are happy, the board are happy, the players are happy, and I'm happy, we'll bid you all farewell, stay safe, and we will see you in the next episode.